Hey, well, fans, I am back with another video reviewing Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie from 2004. I already covered the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie on the channel 4 months ago. Oh, a year or so ago now. Let's review on the Season 0 movie. Okay, movie, in quotations, because it's not really a fucking movie, it's 30 minutes. Feels like a second episode. That's all, it just feels like a little longer episode. Ah. This is a 100 subscriber special video, since this year was the anniversary of Yu-Gi-Oh! The Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie. Granted, didn't know about it till just recently, thanks to Dylan from Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything. He did a video about the movie itself. I saw this movie about a few years ago. I had it on DVD. I was not entirely familiar with Duel Monsters at the time. Because don't forget, the season I grew up with was GX and 5Ds. They were the seasons I watched as a kid. So I was not familiar with Duel Monsters at the time. I saw it. So, yeah. So I didn't. I haven't stuck to this. It was the first time I've seen it and stuff, and Darkseid, and the later two movies as well. So, yeah, but now I'm more because of Darkseid Dimensions. I actually was more familiar with Yu-Gi-Oh! At the time. I seen the entirety of the original anime. Dubbed, of course, but you know, that stuff. No, and the movie's timeline. It takes place after the Battle City arc. Going to it. But there's an issue. There's a scene that happens. There's an image that appears. That's on a later arc. So. Let's just get into it. So, I'm gonna delay. Let's get into this review because, well, it's a big milestone for me getting 100 subscribers because I had 100 at the time recording. But yeah, I was not expecting that many subscribers. I'm like impressed. So thank you all so much. This is a start. Ever since I found my footing with content I like back in 2021. Yeah, thank you. I may do a complete season review of Double Group's Pretty Kill for 2025 or 2031. If I remember to. As you know, because that'll be the 10-year anniversary of the video. We'll see. I'll see. Why is it company celebrating their anniversaries on non-specific days on anniversaries? Like Precure celebrated its 20th anniversary in 2003, in 2023 instead of 2024. Since Precure premiered in 2004, and instead they always celebrating the anniversary with the number 5 in it, 35th, 45th, shit like that. I don't know why they do that at all. I'm not celebrating the anniversary of the original Super Sentai, which they probably will do a celebration season by the time 2075 comes around. It'll be 74 then. Oof. Be like 74 then, oh man. Fuck. That means Sentai would have gone on for 100 years. 100 years. Imagine that. Let's get back to the content. So, Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie was a co-production between 4Kids and Studio Dice. Studio Dice and Shueisha. Because That's why we got a best proper movie here. Mm. The first Yu-Gi-Oh movie had a card that eventually gets has a red card known as the Red Eyes Black Dragon. Or as he may be the counterpart to the Blue Eyes White Dragon, Kaiba's signature cards. It's quite interesting, like they did the Red Eyes wouldn't even make its canon appearance in the story until you until when um until Daiso Miyazaki shows up. Against Jonichi. Basically Rex versus Joey. That's the door where the card first appears. Very rare. So it wasn't just in the movie actually that movie introduced it. And still had the concept of being a rare card. Interesting to say the least. As a modern Yu-Gi-Oh fan. Anyway, let's get into the story. So the movie's actually also known as The Pyramid of Light, known as Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie, The Pyramid of Light. Even though the title on the film is Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie. Some like the early Pokemon films, they just have the English titles just have the title or not the full one on the covers and stuff. Never seen the full title except showing it in the movie. But they started to show the actual titles in the movie, full titles in the movie. Around the time Jirachi and the Wishmaker came around, which was the sixth movie in the Pokemon franchise. Then came, sorry, the same, and you could really tell it's trying to emulate like a Pokemon movie with its style. Anyway, so the movie opens up with a narration. Of course, it's similar to the one from the series with some slight differences. Basically, he uses this thing called shadow games in ancient Egypt 5,000 years ago. But the powers went out of control. The dark magic was sealed away by the pharaoh, prisoner in special little millennium items. 5,000 years later, the Millennium Puzzle was sealed by a young boy named Yugi Muto. Oh, I'm sorry, Yugi Moto, according to the dub. Why did they keep his Japanese name? The dub. And serious, this kind of bugs me a bit. Why did they keep his Japanese name? Another character's got their dub names changed. Anyway, we get a new scene of basically recreating the first chapter. Set Yugi's clothes to Ron. Because in that story he wore a white shirt and sneakers. Yeah, he's wearing his dual outfit introduced in the Battle City arc. Now I think about it. Does the manga actually translate in the Battle City arc pretty easily? Because obviously the anime had an extra 2 episodes. They introduced Yugi to Marek. Of course, Marek was possessed of Bandaki, but he and Pegasus both died in the manga. Yeah, so guess the anime did not want any death on their hands. Not want to be accurate to the manga. Or most likely it was kind of due to censorship. Characters were not allowed to die on screen. Also, man. I don't know. Mostly, but children looks like they were trying to cut down on violence in the 90s and 2000s. Yes. The 80s was home for brutal anime. Spitzel North Star, Saint Seiya, Dragon Ball. Oh yes, Dragon Ball was brutal. If you've never seen Z and just watched Z Kai, then you don't understand how bloody brutal it is. 80s shonen anime was definitely brutal. JoJo is still the most brutal anime out there. The only series to still be brutal with storytelling. With a lot of gore and stuff. Anyway. Alright. When Yugi was building the puzzle, he unleashed an ancient evil. As we see explorers end up getting killed. Now there was a scene of some more people, some more deaths happening, but actual on-screen deaths, since the death happened, were technically on screen and implied, not shown. So, yeah. This ancient evil actually awakens the power of the Millennium Puzzle. So let me get a title card. The Pyramid Light. See, that definitely feels like a Pokemon movie with its style. With a special effect with a subtitle on the film's subtitle. Remember, this is 2004. Pokemon started actually referring to the movies with their actual titles in the West. Pokemon lost their contract in license with Pokemon in 2006. And then we got Battle Frontier. Which is basically Pokemon was not really part of the advanced seasons. You know, it's connected to the advanced seasons in the Japanese version. Otherwise, it will have the advanced on it. Pokemon Advanced Frontier. Yeah, Advanced Battle Frontier. Anyway. After that, we get introduction to our newscast talking about Yugi's winning a victory since the Battle City arc. As we see a bunch of duelists gearing up to obviously battle him. And then we crashes into Kaiba battling Yugi. With Yugi chancing Kaiba to power the Egyptian god cards. Kaiba gets very frustrated. And basically takes down his workers. Now, Pegasus is experiencing some weird visions at night. And we see some mysterious being do something with the cards in Pegasus' vault. Now, this is Pegasus' best proper inclusion in the story, since, by the rest of Duel Monsters, he did not make a physical appearance. And voice it, he did not actually appear in the Breaking the Dragons arc, which actually followed the Battle City arc as the filler arc. That wasn't Pegasus in that story. That was someone pretending to be him. You know, someone get write some news in the newspaper. Sees that they got a new display. Little detail: Pegasus and Solomon both have different outfits here. I mean, they have different color versions of it, usual styles of it. I don't know what the change or why they changed it. To say this is not canon. I don't know. Anyway, you know, Yuki and again, in the hand trying to run from those duelists. With Joey and Tristan staying back to stop him. Because when they were called nobodies, Joey gets a little pissed and challenges them to a duel. Now, the film isn't exactly as censored as this may not be. Unlike Porky's usual censorship. But I think I got a theory for that. Films are different to TV. They have different standards and movies and tastes and stuff. So the MPAA will still look for children. Still look below older kids, but still one age group that you is targeted towards. It's always good. Was it? Because that's why I'm still able to get a good rating for kids. And the original DVD actually came with a card. I think. I'm not getting mixed up ones on time. Because I remember when I first got that DVD, I got the Red Eyes Black Dragon, which I eventually lost. Yeah. I still got a better handle of the cards, but not much. I don't have anyone to put them much, and I don't have anyone to play with me. Anyway, Johnny usually transfers them, but they still ignore them and go after Yugi. He and Tay are forced to hide. Kaiba goes off to base Pegasus. I wanted a card that Pegasus has that could take down the guard cards. Because he knows Pegasus too well. Once Pegasus declines, but Kaiba challenges him to a duel. You. So remember something else happened. I can't remember though. So we just had the Pegasus versus Kaiba duel. This is their rematch since Duelist Kingdom. And well, Kaiba just beats him this time. Kaiba's more aggressive than usual. And Kaiba's a dick, but he's being more of a dick now. That's not like him. He's more of a dick. Get what I mean? It's like someone's pulling strings. Anyway, to be in Pegasus, Kaiba claims 2 cards. But Pegasus says there was only 1 card. There's no, but Kaiba doesn't listen. That guy's still stubborn as ever. So Kaiba, you can end up ducking in the museum. Well, that's original. Sarcasm. Because they technically did this in a Battle City arc. When they met Ishizu Ishtar. Pegasus made me a bad guy, but he was sympathetic. All he's doing is just trying to bring back his love. Anyway, Yugi and Taylor running the Solomon. What they learn about Anubis, the Egyptian god of the dead, an evil being that was taken down by a pharaoh 5,000 years ago, who may be the same pharaoh residing in Yugi's puzzle. And so the corpse, someone goes on the bright light shows, and Yugi gets a vision of. So I bad of him and Kaiba doing it and something bad happening. When they wake up, the mummy's gone, and the pair in the light book just looks exactly like Millennium Puzzle, except it's the difference. It's the other side up, not. Yugi says Kaiba might be in big danger. That's when Mokuba shows up. And Mokuba says Kaiba's not really being himself these days. Recently. So yeah, Joey and Tristan are spotting Yugi in Kaiba's car at the game shop. So they go after him. And Yugi and the fellow converse about that this it can't be just a coincidence. Kaiba will call for them for a duel after that mission. They need to be on their guard as the two are ready to face off against Kaiba. But John and Tristan watching from the stands. Of course, Yugi does his best to appease with Kaiba. But, you know, it's Kaiba. He never listens. So Yugi has no choice but to duel Kaiba. Now, since the duel is most of the movie, I'm going to do some small explanations. I'm not going to talk about what summons they do, but I will talk about specific how well they're doing and what goes. Duel starts out great when Yugi managed to make good summons. They actually join Slifer the Sky Dragon and summoning it. Of course, Kaiba forces Yugi to summon all the Egyptian god cards because he wants to take them down. So Kaiba reveals his face down card, the Pit Trap Pyramid of Light. But how? Somehow it blocks the god cards and basically removes them from play. There's something bad's going on. Yugi still ends up getting stuck inside the puzzle, so alongside Joey and Tristan. And being sucked away. Leaving only the Pharaoh and Kaiba to do. As you can tell, Kaiba's not himself. Kaiba may want to be Yugi, but he won't resort to strange measures like this. Will he? Although, Battlefield something off, like his life energy is being drained. Oh, by the way, this is another part of the censorship. By the way, that wasn't set. He gets stabbed by Soggy the Dark Cloud. Oh wait, 1-1, sorry. I got Cloud mixed up then. But he does get freaking stabbed. You know, shadowed, it's obvious. This is a tough duel. You think Barrel gets up a hand? Kaiba still managed to back it down. Well, Yugi is a to with Joey and Tristan and realize where they are and what's going on. And seeing the Val being weakened in a duel. So they must stop Anubis. Now, Taya and Solomon come in when Mokuba return. I'll just face the situations. We realize what's going on, how powerful and dangerous this is. Yugi was also the cards weren't censored either. And they kept the Japanese light point counters. Something that's coming quite common. And keep going off beyond time. Darkside Dimensions, I think Darkside Dimensions actually uses a similar light point color to Brains. And it's on stars, but I don't think it's the exact same, but you get what I mean. Taya is going to like to save her friends. I also sort of be sucked in. But that's really good. Both do their best. Kaiba has a plan to take down Yugi. We can tell someone's looking at him. Kaiba realizes something's wrong. Uses another new card, the Blue-Eyed Shining Dragon, to destroy the Pyramid of Light. But it didn't work. And then Anubis appears. So well, he basically knocks Kaiba unconscious and takes over the door. I don't know why Anubis has a human face here. He's a god. Should actually keep the dog face. It'd be cool. He's just a generic muscular man. One of those typical muscular villains. Powers on a tough spot. Thanks to the last two cards he has. Thanks to Yugi's efforts by remembering the legend. Managed to blind the pyramid with fate, causing the pyramid to weaken, allowing Yugi to use the power to use the Blue-Eyed Shadow Dragon to destroy the pyramid light and free everyone's souls. Because Anubis doesn't get that easily. So Yugi uses one last trick. Allows him to use, thanks to a card effect, he allows him to use Kaiba's track card. Use a face down card, return from a different dimension. So they bring back the Egyptian god cards and win the duel. Sign is all over. Kaiba still being the stubborn dick he is. But at least he's back to normal. Of course, Lewis does not get out easily. You know that form he had was destroyed. He turns into a giant monster. You know, the monsters are real! Well, it's actually the first time it's happened. And the monsters became real and dual monsters. Since that wouldn't even happen, we wouldn't get something similar until much later, I think. I don't know. Might be wrong. It's been a while. But still, Yugi managed to defeat him. Yugi knew how to beat Lupus. Since the monsters are real, that means their effects are too, using the Blue-Eyed Shining Dragon's effect. Lewis officially destroyed once and for all. Now you can tell this is scenes are obviously double-eyed, like with Pegasus lines, and even a freaking scene where the camera faces seeing the sides of the characters. Kaiba has a dialogue scene, but his mouth didn't move. Obviously, he didn't speak in the Japanese version. Kaiba still won't give up on defeating Yugi. But at least everything's over now. And that's when the movie ends. Okay. It's a weird thing to do. Okay, it's an alright film. Maybe the version I'm reviewing is the remastered version. I think I neglected to mention it earlier. And when it released a few years ago, it came packaged with a clip preview of Yu-Gi-Oh! Brains. It's English dub that is coming out this time. So yeah. Generic villain. Anubis is a too much generic villain. It's just okay. I can't really say it, but it's just okay. Yeah, that was my 100 subscriber special. It's a film I grew up with. So, reviewing this was a good choice. And this anniversary is recently. So, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed my content, please press the button. Want to see more? Subscribe to the channel. And look, Shabelle, the always because of future. I'll see you guys next time for Hokkaido Girls is super adorable. Kyo Phoenix out.